Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Positivity podcast with me. My name is Dr. Aman Kapoor, and I welcome you all to the Positivity podcast. Hashtag Positivity with Dr. Aman Kapoor. Welcome to this positive podcast, and I am so excited to bring this podcast to you. As you can hear from my voice, it has been quite a long time. It's been quite a long time since I did a podcast. It's been almost a year, and actually more than a year where I did a podcast about a few of the things in quite some time back, and almost 1.5 year till I earlier when I used to do a little bit of story podcast. So that was lovely time. And that was actually in the peak of COVID when I was thinking that what is it that can help me stay in a positive frame of mind, something that can help you stay positive. And that's when I realized connecting with people, staying connected, talking to people, chatting with them, listening to them, talking to them is something that makes me feel happy. And that's the time when, luckily, we were having a lot of live sessions from my organization, and we were doing a fantastic time talking to people, chatting to people, having back to back sessions. And that was lovely, lovely, lovely. So, but then due to certain things, these podcasts stopped in between, and uh, life went on with the grind. And ultimately, now something hit me, and I decided, why not? Let's kickstart this mission of positivity again. So, welcome to this Positivity with podcast with me. And let's start this by smiling. I'm smiling really wide. I hope you're smiling wide. And if you are not smiling wide, then start smiling wide. If you can see yourself in the mirror, you will be really happy to see yourself smiling wide. And also, if you can chat, then put a smile in the chat box so that you see your smiles being spread across to everyone, and you see other smiles in the form of smileys, and accept that warmth, accept that positivity, accept that energy, and accept that excitement pour into your life. So, great friends, great, great, great. I'm so happy that this podcast is happening, and I'm quite sure with time, a lot of you will be listening to this. And if you like this, do share it across to everyone. So, this whole thing brings us to a question: is what exactly is this positivity with all about? When we think about positive mindset, when we think about a positive attitude, or we say this person is very positive person, this person is really having a lot of positivity, what exactly does positivity really mean? Typically, the definitions of being positive or positivity is the practice of being, or having the tendency to think positive, think being optimistic. Is the person who traditionally, we say that the person says who says the glass is half full. So, what is this actually being? Looking at the bright side, looking at being always happy. Is that only positivity? Is that only being optimistic? Is that the only definition of being a person who has a positive frame of mind? No, my dear friends, I don't believe so. Surprised, shocked, and I'm talking about positivity. I'm talking about being optimistic, and I'm telling you that always being happy and always looking at the bright side and being very, very happy is not positivity. You must be surprised, and you'll be thinking, what is this all about? Well, let's face the facts. This is partly the definition of positivity. This is not the full definition of positivity. Now, being positive does not mean ignoring what's happening around you. Being positive does not mean being mindless to what's happening in your life, what's happening in the surroundings, and leaving everything to fate. I am not talking about a debate about fate and not fate over here, but this is not positivity. Positivity is looking at things, looking at the situations, analyzing them, dissecting them, and then looking at how you can make things better, how you can still stay in a better frame of mind, how you can keep your mental well-being, keep your mindset, keep your thought processes up and about and above the all the negative thoughts, the processes, the ill feelings that try to pull you down. Believe me, there is never going to be a time where there will be no uh, stress. There is never going to be a time that's going to not pull you down. Being positive does not mean that if you are sinking in a quicksand, you say, this is nothing, I'm positive, and you ignore the quicksand. Friends, you will be dead in some time because you'll be drowned in the quicksand. Being positive means, yes, I understand that I'm in quicksand. Yes, there will be some way of finding the way out. There is a way out. Let me keep calm and find out the way. That is being positive. That is the being positive in mindset. That is thought of being positive, right? So what do you do to be positive? What do you do to have this positivity? I'm going to get a series of this around this topic: how we can be positive, how we can manage stress better. So positivity also leads to managing stress better. What is the outcome of positive mindset? So let's start with outcome of positive mindset today, and we'll go on discussing this into a series of what is positivity and how can it help us in the next couple of days. So today we are talking about what is this positive mindset all about, and how is it, does it really affect you? Does it really help you? Does it really work? Right? It's not just a mind game. There are researches that have been published. You can go to John Hopkins University, where they talk about the power of positive thinking. They will talk about how the hope, how it helps your heart become healthier, how it helps you overcome the disease better, how it helps you develop better resilience. If you look at WebMD or any more such research, it helps you improve your mindset better. It gives your body better healing power. It reduces your blood pressure levels. It gives you better stress management. I'm not saying that it will not give you stress or it will completely eliminate the stress factor altogether. What it is going to do is it is going to help you manage your stress better. Very important point. Stress is something that is integral part of our life. A positive mindset person does not have stress. No, that's a myth. Even a positive mindset person has stressing factors, but a person with positive mindset has learned how to handle the stress better, has learned how to manage the stress better, has learned how to stay over and above the turbulent waters, knowing that there's turbulence behind, not ignoring it, and finding ways to stay up. That is positive mindset. That is positivity. So, today we are just going to talk about a little bit of the benefits of positive mindset. Let's look at, first of all, blood pressure. A person who tends to think negative or tends to get stressed with every small thing will have a higher variability of blood pressure. That means, what is a heart rate variability and higher variability of blood pressure? Both are going to vary quite drastically. Blood pressures will shoot up, blood pressures will rise, it will tend to go out of your control. Even your heart rate. Do you remember the time when you were quite anxious about maybe your results, or maybe facing an interview, or meeting your loved one, or meeting someone after a long time, and that the flutter, the stress, the racing of the heart that was taking place, that's the palpitations, right? The heart rate increases, you feel the thuds in your chest. This heart rate variability is all about sudden changes in the heart rate, suddenly increasing, suddenly decreasing. So person under stress tends to show much higher heart rate variability. A person who's able to think rationally, manage the stress better, is a person who will have lesser heart rate variability, lesser blood pressure uh, spikes on the long run. All in all, it gives you a better health. It reduces your chances of getting a heart attack. It reduces your chances of falling sick. It decreases decreases your susceptibility to illness and increases your tolerance to the pain. All in all, it has got so many positive effects. That is why it is positive mindset. So let's start making ourselves mentally more positive. I am going to discuss more about what is positivity, how to handle stress better, how do we rise above the negative scenario that's all around us, how do we handle our anger better, how do we handle our frustrations, how do we handle a situation where we feel stuck, and how to rebrand, how to reinvent yourself. We will have a lot of this discussion, and I'll try to get some people across in the sessions ahead to talk to us, to share their ideas, share their feelings. But here I end today by saying that yes, positivity is important, positivity works, but at the same time, positivity is not ignoring, not being illusionist and ignoring and finding some picture which does not exist. It is facing the presence, but it is handling the present scenario better. So, can we do one small exercise before the next podcast? I would request all of you to take a pen and a paper. Right? Don't do it now. Just sit and read, listen to me. But before the next podcast, I want you to take a pen and a paper and make a list of everything that is bothering you. Don't share it with anyone. I don't want to listen to it. I mean, I would love to listen to it, but you don't have to share it to me. Right? So, think about that. Think about your problems. Think about the things that are bothering you. Make a list of all of those things. All right. Keep it ready with you. Let's discuss at the next situation how can we handle these issues that you are facing. Issues will be individual to everyone. I am facing certain different set of mindset, somebody else will be facing a different set of mindset, third person will be facing some different issues, and the fourth person will be facing different issues. Are we going to sit individually and talk about individual issues? No, we're talking about the science, the thought process behind handling this, thought process behind rising above these whole uh, scenarios. So, I think that's it for today. Remember this, make your lists, keep it ready, and I'll be coming over with the next podcast of positivity with Dr. Aman Kapoor. Seeing you all, we'll be seeing you all at the next podcast. Till then, bye bye. Stay healthy, stay fit and fine, and keep smiling. Smile, smile, smile for yourself. Don't need to smile for the world, but smile for yourself. So remember this hashtag, hashtag positivity with Dr. Aman, and keep connecting with me because AK, that's Aman Kapoor, likes to connect. So AK connects, A connects. So connect with me. Stay healthy, stay positive. Remember to like, share, and subscribe before you go. Click the bell icon. And of course, if you like this content, share it with more and more people so that people can get into this mindset of being positive, being healthy. This is Dr. Aman Kapoor signing over and out. Looking forward to another episode of Positivity with all of you. Bye bye.